Is the current real estate market in the United States in a bubble, and is it about to pop? What about the Omaha real estate market? In today's video, I'm going to share 8 reasons why our current market is not in a bubble, and we're going to get started right now. Hi, my name is David Matney with Nebraska Realty. I'm a local realtor here in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the Omaha real estate market, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. Now, let's jump into today's topic. Today, I'm going to share 8 reasons why today's market is not even remotely close to the Great Recession of 2008. However, if you watch YouTube, you're bombarded with real estate content creators who think the housing market is in a bubble. And if you're patient, you'll soon be able to buy a home at a discounted price after the market crashes 30%. Funny thing is, they never predict when the crash is coming, but if they do say when, and then that time comes, they always keep pushing it back another 6 months. Reason number 1 is going to be inventory. Nationally, the inventory during the market during the Great Recession was at 3.8 to 4 million homes on the market. Today, the current housing inventory is 1 to 1.2 million homes on the market. Locally, in the Omaha market during the Great Recession, we had over 6,000 homes on the market. Today, in Douglas and Sarpy County, we currently have right around 1,100 homes on the active market. When you look at some of the local stats, it'll appear that our local inventory is significantly higher compared to last year. However, when you peel that onion back a little bit, much of that inventory is new construction. Many of those properties are listed in the MLS, but they're just at foundation stage or at lot stage. So what appears to be an active home on the market, it's not available for immediate purchase. When you look at what's available, especially below the $300,000 price point, we have a low supply of homes on the market. We currently have 152 homes in Douglas and Sarpy County, $300,000 and below. This means bidding wars, waiving inspections, and appraisal gap coverage. If you're an entry-level buyer at that price point, it's going to be a rough ride. Last year, agents would get 20 to 30 offers. Well, this year, it might be 5 or 6. However, I had clients over the weekend that made a bid on a $180,000 home, and the seller received 31 offers. Now, if you're pre-approved for $300,000, for example, you should limit your search to $280,000 and below. That way you can bid up to $300,000. Homes that are priced right will get bid up in this market, especially below that $300,000 price point. Now, there are a few more contributors to the low inventory. A few years back, many of the experts thought that there would be a wave of homes hitting the market because senior citizens would be going into retirement communities. Now, more and more seniors are aging in place. And I think there's a technology component to this as well. A few days back, I was at a property, and what the kids had done is they put cameras all around the house. That way they can keep track of their dad who lived in the property by himself. And I thought that was a great idea. The real estate market is different from other markets. If a homeowner wants to sell, they have to find some place to buy. And many people are not so willing to sell a home with a 3% mortgage interest rate and then go out and buy a new home at a 6.5% mortgage interest rate. Here's another aspect of inventory. Many investors are doing Airbnb and Vrbo homes. Now, it used to be owner-occupant and long-term rentals, but now with short-term rentals on the rise, that's adding to the low inventory because that's taking a house out of the inventory. Reason number 2 is going to be jobs. In 2008, the U.S. had a net loss of 8 million jobs. In October of 2009, the unemployment rate peaked at 10.1%. Today, the United States unemployment rate is currently at 3.4%. Are there industries laying people off? Yes. However, it's not even close to the amount of jobs that were lost compared to 2008. Locally in the Omaha area, our unemployment rate is right around 2%. Omaha is a business-friendly environment, and more companies are relocating to the Omaha area. Then you take on to account that more people can work remotely. This means they can move to Omaha and keep their current job, and people are relocating to the Omaha area because they're drawn to our quality of life. And if you're relocating and you need any assistance, my contact information is in the description below. Reason number 3 is going to be lending and subprime loans. In the years leading up to the Great Recession, there was a push to expand homeownership. which is a good thing. However, people have to be able to pay that money back. Back then, we had subprime lending. I got licensed back in 2003, and for several years, it seemed like it was rare to do an FHA loan. Most people would do 100% financing, and they would do an 80-20 or an 80-10-10 and finance 100% of the purchase price. Lenders at the time were also doing no-doc loans and stated income loans. You didn't have to provide proof of income. You just simply stated your income. You also had, on top of that, adjustable rate mortgages. This subprime lending caused the 2008 housing crisis. Today, lending standards are much tougher. You have to verify income, employment, and you have to be able to prove that you can pay the money back. If you're thinking about buying a home, go ahead and plan ahead. It's okay to have a conversation with a lender early in the process. Reason number 4 is going to be new home construction. In the 5-year period leading up to 2008, we built 7.8 million new homes. In the 5-year period before the current housing cycle, we have only built 4.6 million new homes. Builders learned their lesson and are much more cautious about being caught with unsold inventory. Here's a positive thing about adding to our current inventory, and that is Omaha must be on somebody's radar because we had D.R. Horton move into our marketplace a few years back. Now, D.R. Horton is the nation's #1 builder, and they wouldn't have come to Omaha unless they saw that an opportunity was present. Reason number 5 is going to be mortgage delinquency. In the 2008 housing cycle, 10.1% of the people who had a mortgage in the United States were delinquent. Today, that number is 3.6%. People who have jobs can pay their mortgages. Reason number 6 is going to be homes in foreclosure. In the 2008 housing cycle, 4.6% of the homes were in foreclosure. Today, the number of homes in foreclosure is 0.6%. Anyone who purchased a home in the past few years has seen a dramatic increase in their equity. If someone does lose their job, they can simply sell their home, pay off the debt, and then pocket the proceeds. Reason number 7, real estate markets are local. Every market is local. The real estate market in San Francisco, California, Phoenix, Arizona, or Seattle, Washington is completely different from our local market. Could some of these markets see price declines? Sure. Just because a few markets see price declines doesn't mean the real estate market in Omaha, Nebraska is going to tank. Here's something else to keep in mind too, and that is prices throughout the year fluctuate. People with families buy the more expensive homes. These people like to move when the kids are out of school. So you'll hear YouTubers talk about how prices peaked of June of last year. Well, guess what? We peak every year in price because real estate markets have a seasonality to it. Reason number 8 is going to be follow the money. Many content creators make a lot of money making YouTube real estate crash videos. They produce a lot of content, sometimes daily, about how the market is going to crash. Have we seen historic price increases in the past few years? Yes, but that does not mean your local market is destined to crash. Again, it's a local market. Real estate markets follow the economic rules of supply and demand.